What's good? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Talk a little bit NFL. Sunday night we got Tom Brady, the GOAT in some people's opinion. Hosting Kansas City Chiefs. Last year the Chiefs did beat the Patriots in the season opener, I believe, or something like that. And Kareem Hunt fumbled the ball and came back and had a monster game. This year the Patriots been pretty much up and down. They've been beating up on sorry teams like the Texans and the Dolphins and the Colts. And they lost to the Jaguars, and the Kansas City beat Jacksonville Jaguars at home. It rained a little bit. Patrick Mahomes just been running through the league, almost putting 50 on the Steelers and, just beating everybody up. He's a different quarterback than Alex Smith. He loves to throw the ball downfield. Andy Reid is just an offensive guru, quarterback guru. And I think, I think a lot of people looking forward to be one of the better games Sunday in general in week 6 in NFL. But I think this might, turn into a massacre. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, trying to say the Patriots back. And what I'm seeing with the Patriots, and I don't have any ill will towards the Patriots. I'm a Michigan fan, so I always want to see Tom Brady do well. What I do see with the Patriots is that Gronkowski looks old. He looked beat up. He doesn't look as effective as he once was. He dropping a couple balls. The Patriots was right to trade him to the Lions till he refused to accept it, to go through with the trade because he was going to retire. Okay. Josh Gordon did catch a Hail Mary ball. I don't think he's going to be fully acclimated yet. Julian Edelman dropped the ball, but he's getting used to getting back from the year off, after the injury and then the performance and had some drug suspension he had for the first 4 games this year. But one thing I do notice, I do like Sony Michel and the James White combination. I do like that. And, the Patriots, they got some things going for them, okay? Kansas City defense ain't all that good, even though they showed up on Blake Bortles. I'm not surprised, okay? Blake Bortles really ain't shit. You put him in the rain, you know what you're going to get, all right? But one thing Kansas City does well on defense is they got 2 certified pass rushers. D Ford from Auburn, Justin Houston out there as well. He's been doing it for a long time. And, Eric Berry won't be playing again, but they got some really, really young, handsy DBs, okay? I think Gronkowski could possibly just go off this game as well. So, in my opinion, I think you got 2 of the worst defenses in the NFL statistically. In my opinion, New England is just straight trash. I watched my Lions just tear through them Sunday night a couple weeks ago. Kansas City does have some effective pass rushers and Ford and Houston. They got some young, good corners that's handsy. Stephon Gilmore ain't been that good for the Patriots this year from when I seen him. But I do think New England defense is more star-studded. Both McCourty twins on there. I think Dante Hightower still playing over there. Stephon Gilmore still always can play at a high level still. They got some things going for them. But Tom Brady's a good quarterback, but that offense has struggled. Even last week with the Indianapolis game. It was a whole bunch of the deflected balls that went for picks. Like I said, Gronkowski is looking good. I don't think Edelman is going to be 100% back for a couple more weeks. Josh Gordon ain't acclimated. But Gronkowski, if he don't have a big game this week, I don't know what's wrong with him. Gronkowski should have a humongous game this week, okay? And he should have a big, big game this week. I mean, no Eric Berry. They have nobody that can guard him. Gronkowski should easily get a couple touchdowns and eclipse 100 yards, and they should get Gronkowski about 12 to 15 catches, man. If he got anything left, we'll see. But for Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City, I mean, they like to go up the field and a lot of explosive plays. Sammy Watkins, he had a few okay games and some subpar games with a hamstring injury. He definitely can beat his matchup if it's Stephon Gilmore, or Eric Rowe, whoever they got over there. Travis Kelce, nobody on, New England can guard him. Devin McCourty been getting torched some this year too, and Jason McCourty. You know what I'm saying? Nobody guard him. Kareem Hunt, the Patriots ain't that good at stopping the run, in my opinion. and also Tyreek Hill. I mean, I think it's going to be all offense. I think this is going to be one of the best Sunday night primetime games all year. It's going to be an up and down shootout, and most people would favor Tom Brady in the shootout, but I'm going to tell you why I'm going to favor Patrick Mahomes in the shootout. I know going to Foxborough is always tough, but I'm going to tell you this. I know one thing for sure. I know Kansas City, when they need a sack, they can get it from Houston. They can get it from Ford. When New England needs a sack, I don't know where it's going to come from, to be honest. They don't have no star-studded pass rushers over there. Okay? That's one of the reasons I'm going to go ahead and take them, because I like the matchups better down the field. I like the run game. I like both run games. Don't get me wrong, but I like Tyreek Hill. I like the Sammy Watkins. I like the Kareem Hunt. I just like the Travis Kelce. I like the Gronkowski matchup better than any matchup out there this weekend. Any matchup, the Tyreek Hill matchup is a close second, followed by the Gronkowski matchup. The Travis Kelce matchup being third. So, this is going to be an explosive game. Would I be surprised if Tom Brady and won this game? No, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Would I be surprised if Patrick Mahomes finally slipped and kind of had a first-year starter setback this year? No. Going to, Foxborough is always tough, especially in prime time. But I've seen a lot of, mobile quarterbacks like Cam Newton over the last couple of years and Deshaun Watson go there and show up and show out. And I expect Patrick Mahomes to show up, show out after seeing the Jacksonville defense that caused 2 turnovers last year, had two interceptions by him last week. I expect Sammy Watkins to be a little bit more healthier, and I expect him to do what he do and shred New England, and I expect Tom Brady to shred through Kansas City. But I say what the difference is. The difference is this in these matchups, okay? And make sure you check our live show out every Friday, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time or 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Between there, I'll put an invite up where we review the previous NFL week and we predict the next week, okay? And what we do, man. I'm just a little bit tired. But it's going to come down to this, man. It's going to come to how healthy and how effective is Gronkowski. Can he dominate this matchup? And it's going to come down to, who on New England can get pressure on Mahomes and make a play. And it's going to come down to, at what point, when will Justin Houston or D Ford get that critical sack or get that critical pressure on Tom Brady, because it's going to happen. So New England's going to have to match that pressure, or they're going to have to protect Tom Brady from D Ford and Justin Houston. If they can protect Brady, Brady should shred that defense all day. If Gronkowski healthy, he should be feasting all day. And I know we about a month and a half out from Thanksgiving or something like that, a month out. He should feast all day. But I'm banking on the fact that, Justin Houston, D Ford, they get there, they get the critical stop, and that's going to be all she wrote. At some point in the third quarter, I think they're going to get a critical stop or two, sack, strip sack, or they're going to get the New England off the field. And I think Patrick Mahomes is going to separate themselves, put pressure on New England. And I think Mahomes and them is going to win by a touchdown. It's going to be like a turnover pressure. But if New England get the pressure turnover on Kansas City, then that could be the difference. But I think it's going to be a shootout, in my opinion. I'm going to say, maybe 35-42 Kansas City, in my opinion. I think Kansas City is going to win by a touchdown. Won't say it's a blowout, but I think it's going to be a critical turnover that can swing the momentum that way. And they're going to put more pressure on that New England defense and Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and I think Kareem Hunt is going to have some critical rushes to ice the game towards the end of the game. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of diehard Patriots fans, think they're going to do it. But every team the Patriots played this year, they beat up on, have been bums, and they have lost to some bums as well, too. And, I don't think they beat an elite team yet. Okay, that's just, it's my personal opinion there. I'm not saying that they can't win this game. It's Tom Brady at the crib. He a legend. But I believe last year Kansas City went there and beat them with Alex Smith. Patrick Mahomes was able to practice, able to soak in the atmosphere. And, now it's his turn to go out there and help the Chiefs go, 6-0? And I think they will go 6-0 in advance past New England. If New England was to beat Kansas City, that would be a huge signature win. I understand New England opened up this game earlier this week as a 3-point favorite. I'm taking, Kansas City, obviously to cover that, easily, bro. That's easily for me, I believe. Patrick Mahomes will continue to do what he do. He did enough last week with his legs to take over Jacksonville Jaguars, okay? He should have a huge fantasy week, next week versus these guys. But Goodfellas Sports TV, much blessed to all the brothers across the way. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Please share the page. Y'all know what it is. We gone.